Wow, spot on, people. How we doing today? Thank you so much to followers and friends. It's spot on. It's Onolapo. Yes, we're here. Yes, and yeah, it's match day for us here in Nigeria. The league is back, and this will I say long break due to the our own FA Cup here, the President's FA Cup. So just a few clubs were involved. Since we are we have approached the semis now. Quarterfinals played at the weekend. So for that reason, there were no matches here in Nigeria because of the FA Cup, President FA Cup. And I know Ikoro City is still involved. They still be going on to the semis. Quara to also Abakaliki boys. They are from the NNL. That's Nigeria. Yes, it's Division One in Nigeria. Yes, they're from the lower league, but they've done very well. The Rice Boys, yes, still in the running for the FA Cup. They're the only team in lower division, and that's Abakaliki Boys of Ebony. But today is all about the league in Nigeria, and today is a full schedule. Everybody's playing today, and yeah, Remo Stars, mini crown champions. Yeah. Historic campaign, as I kept saying. You celebrated them, I will celebrate them, and of course, shout out to Osimhen for his gift. When we heard about it, I was like, wow, that's so generous of him. I didn't hear any other player doing that. So for him to think, of such, that was very thoughtful. Even though we had issues with Osimhen on this show, the fact that he was rude to former coach George and all that. But when someone does well, you praise them for. Even Coach Ogunbodede was saying, look, I was surprised when they reached out to us to, give us 10 million naira, 5 million to continue to provide to the players. That's very, very generous and thoughtful. I'm sure the players must have, sent their appreciation to him. So good one there for Simeon. That's what we want, good behavior. That's what we emulate. When you think of others, not only yourself alone, that's very good of him. So good. Brady was happy, and he has the views, about how his team is focused on next assignment. But they're not having it easy, and it will be like that. They won the league. So when you win the league, ask Liverpool, ask PSG. You will not find motivation to play, will not be there, but it's still nil-nil in Maiduguri Academy. They actually playing. Yes, the match just kicked off. Okay, no, that one kicked off. I think kicked off 3 p.m. Yeah, 3 p.m. Nigerian time, and it's just past 4. So all that matches are kicked off except the one from in Lagos at the Bolaji Bank and the Arena. That's the at Odikon Stadium. Yes, Ikoro City. I think it was Bayelsa. Yes, it will be tough for Ikoro City. We'll get to that in a bit. Let's start with what I said earlier. I think we just like Hurricane was saying, when you win the league, and this one was historic, and I like what Coach Ogunmede was saying. Coach Daniel said, look, the owner was patient. He invested, and here we are today. We are champions. So it takes a while, and that's good for Remo Stars. So I don't know if they get a draw at Maduguri to be good for them. I think a draw will be a fair result. But when you travel all the way to sorry, from Ogun State to Maduguri to so they need to get something from that match as reigning champions now. But if they lose, I will not be surprised. But it's halftime now. Halftime now. Let's hope we don't see. As champions, I'm sure they want. So I think a draw will be okay for them. If they can win, fine. But we know that stadium is not easy to play when you travel all the way there. So, but a draw for them will be great. They've already secured the league. But unlike I was talking about Liverpool and PSG now. But PSG just they are focused on the Champions League. They just kept back-to-back losses for them in France in Ligue 1. They want to win the Champions League. So they just like Liverpool did at the stage. So yes, Liverpool should have stopped. They lost the last one. Yeah, because they had already won they topped the group. In fact, Barcelona would have been second. Actually, I would have been first because they also drew. Yeah, Barcelona drew. Yes, Barcelona should have stopped the league phase. You know, but anyway, Liverpool after topping, they lost the last match. I think it was PSV also. They couldn't. I mean, we've already won the league phase, but here we are today, down to 3 now. That has been confirmed. But let's still focus on Nigeria. We'll go back to Europe later. And yes, so Academy nil nil against Remo Stars. our newly crowned champions. Okay, so Lobby are the only ones who have scored. As I came on air now, Lobby had scored 1-0 on the day because they are playing their matches at Enugu. And I said that would be the problem. That was the main problem. Lobby Stars they've been relegated, but the only team in Nigeria today, 25 points. If they won this match now, they're leading 1-0, 28 points. But they can't meet up again. They have confirmed relegated. And the reason is simple. They couldn't play at the Apaco Stadium in Makodi. They were going to Bauchi. It was too far. I said it was too far. It was too far. Now they're in Enugu, but it's just too late for Lobby. And they lead down anyway. Nasarawa United have what to do. I don't know if the head goal scorer, Anas Yusuf, and 15 goals now. Maybe we can come up and score there. But luckily for Nasarawa, they've had other players stepping up. But they still have their issues. Yeah, they also have been managed to play in Gombe as well. I think they also because of what happened between them and Plateau United. Okay, fine. So let's see. Lobby starts still leading 1-0 just after half time. And Niger Tornadoes were still also 0-0 too. Niger Tornadoes. And you know why I said it? Yes, Rebel Stars have won. But it's now time to decide. Because if you look at the log, only Lobby Stars have been confirmed relegated. Yes. So even Sunshine, Aqua United, can still retain their status as Premier League contenders. So only Lobby Stars. So it's all to play for. All to play for. At the top, Rivers United. Where they go? Yeah, they go. Yeah. Down around Rivers United, Austin, Enugu Rangers. Enugu Rangers, of course, um, just past champions. They've been thrown down by Remo. Enugu Rangers still in the FA too. Yeah, but Enugu Rangers go to the stadium in Port Harcourt, and it's gonna be a tough one for Rivers. Even Rivers who are because if you look at Rivers, Abbey are just behind them, just 2 points. So they know that they have to. Yes, even if they can't get out, they can't get maximum points to reach Remo again, but they have to make sure that they win, and they are playing their own stadium. So I think Rivers should do well there to get all 3 points. But it will be difficult. Like I said there's no easy match again. People are looking. Even Enugu Rangers. Enugu Rangers are eight now. They have 49 points, and they can still qualify for. Even though that will be tough for them, but it's still possible. But I know that Abia Warriors, IK City, Golden City, they are now just in. Even Enyimba are not part of it for the continental slot. So okay, fine. So Bender Insurance, you know how it is. Bender don't lose in that stadium. In Benin, they just do not lose there. So it's gonna be tough for Aqua. Aqua United, of course, they are currently Aqua are currently 18th. Am I correct? So that's gonna be tough. So I don't know. I think Remaden we should take that one. Because Aqua United are currently 18th and they've been fighting and they Aqua United need to win. They need to win. They did well. I think they did well last time. They beat the last time. They did very well. I was very impressed with them. Despite the fact that in relegation, they picked. I'll confirm. I think they picked one of the top teams. So Aqua United, not out of it. I said, only Lobby Stars have been confirmed to be relegated now as we speak. So Aqua can still make it. Even Sunshine Stars, who are actually playing today, they play shooting, and that's another Southwest Derby, and it's going to be tough for shooting. Shooting Stars after that incident with the goal, and they cost. I said when I heard the fine was so small. When I saw that the fans were banned, I said, yes, very good. The fans were banned, very good. Now it has cost a goal. I mean, it has cost shooting stars dearly. When Lagos Salam is quiet, what do you expect? Since that time, they've been struggling, and I think shooting stars are now shooting at the point we're third, but now shooting stars are what? They're at 11th now. So, but they can still, it's as I said, 9 points from today. We still have 9 points. Only Remo Stars cannot be caught. The other teams and Lobby Stars who are at the bottom, 25 now 20, if they win this match. But Remo Stars cannot be caught as champions. But even the second, that's Rivers United, can be caught. So it's still all to play for in the NPFL. So let's see what happens. Shooting Stars against Sunshine. I said, Shooting Stars, of course, they're paying what their fans did. So I mean, so if Sunshine Stars get the results, I won't be surprised because ever since their fans have not been supporting them, physically, shooting stars have struggled. So, but this is a derby, a Southwest derby, and they know each other very well. So I don't know. It's gonna be, but if they draw, I won't surprise. But if Sunshine Stars get a win, wow, wow, it's possible. It's possible because the fans are not there for. But even Sunshine Stars have suffered the same fate. They've not been playing in their own stadium. So okay, for Enyimba have a tough task. Enyimba, the most successful side ever in Nigerian history. The men's side have hosting Aquara. Aquara are a very stubborn side. You know, Aquara are very stubborn. Aquara, I think, yeah, they're still in the FA Cup as well. So they didn't rest at all, just like Remo. I rest of them. Apologies, just like Gold City. And so let us see what happens. And I think Rangers are still there too. So let's wait and see. So it's going to be tough for Egimba, but I think they should be able to get all 3 points. And they've rested. They didn't play since so April 27th. You know, so most of the teams are rested except those involved in the FA Cup here in Nigeria. So even Remo Stars after the Furia party and all that, they should have rested enough. So Atlant second play too, and another interesting one. Atlant also in the battle for relegation, and the coach Amunike is actually at the point they were actually like 11th or so, but they are back to 17th, and so you have it all to play for. They had a very impressive. I think it was Rangers a bit. One of the Eastern like, teams I can't remember right now. They had a very impressive result. You know, even beating them at home, I think it was Rangers. But anyhow, Coach Amunike, knows what they have to do against Plateau United. But I think Atlanta should be able to take all 3 points there, but it's still, I said, as we came. The only match yet to kick off is Igoro City against Bielsa. And Igoro City, the top scorers in the league, also newcomer, just like Remo Stars, also came into the league and they are doing very well. Currently fourth, and anybody shouts to qualify for the continent. But Bielsa United, don't give up easily. Just like El Canary, they can draw well. So, but let's also wait and see. I think Igoro City will just do enough to get all 3 points there because they've shown that they can score. You know, in fact, they've even outscored Remo Stars. They're the highest goal scorers in the league as a goal city. So even Remo Stars are behind them in goals, in terms of goals scored. So Igoro City can score. So based on that fact and the fact that they're playing in Lagos, yes, they are playing at the arena in Onikon Stadium. Those are things they are saying. Igoro City should play nearer Igoro, nearer, not just far away from Igoro. To get to from Igoro now to get to, it's still a journey. It's still yeah, a journey of some sort. It's like you're traveling a bit, even though it's just like maybe 40, 45 minutes. All things being equal. Even less if there's no traffic and all that. But the thing is, this we should have players, or teams. The affected stars, Sunshine Stars are still, struggling. When you don't bring your ancestral home, it will be an issue. So let's wait and see. I said only Lobby Stars that scored that I came on to speak to you. So Lobby Stars were already relegated anyway, but they are leading now and they lead Nasarawa. Yeah, they lead Nasarawa. So it's all about relegation now. Who's going to avoid relegation? Lobby Stars are already relegated. But so Sunshine Stars, Aqua, Atlant, even the academy playing today. That's why I don't remember Stars not find easy. Even they are playing today. Yeah, at 16th. And I said earlier, only Remo Stars cannot be caught. So if you drop points, you can even reverse our second now. We are clinging to that second slot for Champions League here in Africa. And Rivers United, they don't want to because Coach George was saying Coach Fidi Joy. I said, we are going after Remo, but anyway, they've lost. They've won. They now only second or third, so they have to find a way for Abia Warriors not to. Bit of Abia Warriors are playing. Yes, everybody's playing today. Yes, Abia Warriors. Okay, Abia Warriors are not playing. Oh yeah, they are playing. They're playing Tornadoes. Yeah, so I don't know everybody's playing over there. Sorry about that. Checking my notes. Yeah, so tough one for Abia. Because whenever you play, the teams at home in Nigeria, they have this advantage. But I want to leave you now. Let's go back to the matches. Let's see what's going to happen. So, Igbo City kicks off 5:30 p.m. I said. So, and I was saying, they're not too late, or, 4 p.m. is good. For just for the matches, I picked up 4 p.m., 3 p.m. So that the fans can get home, from the stadium in good time. Okay, anyway, Igbo City, Bielsa, 5:30, yet to kick off. But the other matches have kicked off. And Remo Stars, yes, of course, confirmed champions, but they have it also do. Academy are battling relegation. So that's what as I said. Third round for me is Rivers United. Are the strongest sides now. We are playing each other today. Rivers United were currently second. I know Rangers, just past champions, defending champions. They've been overtaken or overthrown by Remo, but they go to Port Harcourt at the Adoki at the stadium in Port Harcourt. So let's see what happens. Because Rangers have also had this, uh, Jekyll and Hyde, yes, sometimes they play well. They lose at home, they come at the cathedral. But let's wait and see. what happened today. So, but New Rivers will do all they can to win this one because they want to win second. Because Abia Warriors have, yeah, have been stand out. Yes, Abia and Ikoro City have been standout performances for me. You know, Abia Warriors, yes, who are currently third. So, but Abia Warriors are away, so that means I don't know if they can win. Let's wait and see. Okay, fine. Don't forget today is also the match that should have kicked off as well. The on the 20 against Kenya. Kenya out of that tournament. Yes, we won 7 times. But I want to win again now. So, but it was in some group. But luckily, the boys have kept clean sheets. But many, of course, were saying, "Oh, this should be our next Trust Ekong, man of the match against Morocco." You know, but it's all to play for today. The matches, of course, kicked off at the same time. There's no Akipanki there. So Morocco, Tunisia on the 20th as well, and then of course Kenya already out. Like we said, so Nigeria have well easier task. Let's see what happens in that one. So Nigeria against Morocco and Nigeria against Kenya on the 20th now. So Morocco and Tunisia try to cancel each other out. Who's going to win that one? So let us see because we have scored just one goal against Morocco 0-0. You know, so against Tunisia we managed to win 1-0. Okay, so let's wait and see how it pans out. So Kenya, we face Kenya today, and it's a match that we should win. Because of course Kenya play for pride, they're already out. Kenya on the 20th already out. Playing for pride. So thank you so much for watching this post. Yes, yes, I was thinking that the Blaugrana, my Barcelona actually, go, but you know why we said it here on this show. Things will not go your way. You know, I like what the coach of Barca was saying. I'm going to referee those decisions will count, but they still had a chance to win the match. Yes, that's why the setbacks, the finals that was given against them, they had their own, despite the setbacks, Barcelona could still have won the match, but they didn't win it. So what are we saying? Defense was just, but we said, we said it that both defenses, even at the, at the not to camp now, at the started least competes when they were in Barcelona home, it's with both defenses. So but I was thinking that with the magic and all, but you know how it is, the defense just helped them, and of course the old men were there to rescue the Nerazuris, and let's see what happens today. Today is going to be tough fast now. Yes, I'm not I'm not, but I'm just looking at everything. History is not favoring them, and of course we know that PSG rested all their players, all but one that played at the Emirates. Only one was not rested. Every other person was rested, and they lost 2-1. So PSG are focusing. But and that's why I said it on my post that I was on Monday. I said, why didn't you just rest the players? They didn't rest. They threw away 1-0 lead to lose. Arsenal have thrown away what for the 10th time. 10 times we're leading. They threw it away. Say we don't want to win. Arsenal. For me, the major problem has been there. Yeah, defensive, but of course, Gabriel is out. Saliba is the major problem for Arsenal is this. Try, I've been saying it. You have to take your it's all in Sabina. Take your chances. Effective person, take your chances. If you don't take it, I won't predict this one because I think the last time I was thinking Arsenal would, so I'm not going. I'm just going to sit on the fence and everything points to PSG win, because apparently in history it's only two teams that have done before at this stage, and want to go to the history books. Ajax, and then Ajax faded as well to Tottenham, for Tottenham. So Ajax beat the Panathinaikos. Then of course the Ajax also failed. So Tottenham's also was on after losing at home. So it's they also stacked against us now, you know. But it's football and anything can happen. Let's wait and see. Party is back to the party. Let's see if his inclusion would. But the fact that he did not even rest those players and now lose again. Why would you do that? Both ends. But I like what Ateta was saying. No, I like what he says. We are yet to win. We are yet to make history. Yes. You want to. I said, I look at my post, feeling very positive. Ateta style. So let us wait and see. Very no. I hope the referees do not intervene negatively. I always pray for a referee free. All these errors. This VR error because the referee. Look at the match. Okay, now we'll talk about tomorrow. Man United against. It was just disaster. The referee read that match. They bowed. I don't know how they're going to come. And now we know that the William brothers are not going to play. You know, and I come to Old Trafford tomorrow. The referee just ring them. When you are giving red card, there was no need to what the or when sorry, give the penalty. Why some of the man affected the bow and I don't know how they're going to come back 3 against Man U. But that's for tomorrow. Let's face today. Let's go matches here. The MPFL, Nigerian Premier Football League. Let's see Rebel Stars. After our newly crowned champions, the first Southwest champions is 2000, 25 years. So it's an historic one, and we still celebrate them. Yes, and let's see what happens. When they get a trophy, when they play at home, give one for Rebel Stars. And other, when you just believe in yourself, it's possible. Beyond limits. That's their beyond limits is the name of the other football team owned by the same owner. Beyond limits, yes. Beyond limits, Remo Stars, it's possible. No limits at all. Once you believe. You know. So I want to thank you so much. Let's see. So what we'll talk about. We're going to talk about football. It's too long for you, so let's wait and see. Let's go. The matches here in Nigeria. As far as the Champions League, the predictions there. Barcelona do not. So I'm just going to wait and watch and see if everything is like PSG will. Who knows? It's both teams have never won it. Maybe that's what Arsenal. When I said carry through to see if they can make the final, because that Inter Milan I saw, they want it badly. Of course, they were in the final 2 seasons ago. Last time they won 2010. Beating Barcelona at this stage as well. But that was Man City now. Rodri was there to make the difference. That's all. But they want it badly. You could see it yesterday. So I don't know. It seems as if whoever qualifies, it seems as if it's that the winner of this match. What let us wait and see. It's where I always say football is not definite, it's not science. So this is sports and anything does happen. I want to thank you so much. I want to be too long, it's already too long as well. For watching this post. Don't forget to follow me here, like, share, my sports one. Don't forget to follow your girl here. Any platform you're watching this, follow. And please go to my YouTube channel and click subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay? Encourage your girl. I'll see you the very next one. Of course, you know how it is. Yes, I was saying on my last post on Monday, I said, yes, football is almost over. Seasons are running about. We know sports never stops. Tennis is there. So much talk about the Grand Slams, the tennis, the athletics is there. What relays are coming. Yes, we'll talk about the sport. Okay, we'll talk about the next one. Sports festival here in Nigeria, National Sports Festival to your state, Ogun State. We'll talk about that a bit. Let's make it too long. I'll see you in the very next video. Thank you so much. Oh yes, oh I can see it's a Shag Wedding watching me all the way from. Thank you so much. How's the family? Good to see you. Don't forget to follow me. I will come and talk soon. So cheers everyone. I'll see you in a bit. Bye. Spot on.